All right. And then one of the last theories is that her parents killed her intentionally or accidentally and played out an ongoing public charade in order to cover up the involvement. So it'd be interesting to actually read more into this as far as like newspapers, see if there's actually any interviews with the parents, because I feel like you can always, it's really interesting. Now I get everyone grieves and everyone like deals with loss in their own way, but it just like I forgot what it was. It was on a great show, and I'm sure you all know this. The Unsolved Mysteries, right? The one with the old guy back from the '90s, not the shit one nowadays. The good one, the OG, the original one, right? And it was it was a crazy story. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked a little bit, but I'm going to tell you the story, right? And because it plays all into the third theory, right? So, all right, quick side tangent. So this mom, right? She's sleeping on the couch downstairs, and I believe her two sons were as well. Okay, and the dad is upstairs sleeping, and according to like everything that happened, she woke up and there was a random like intruder on top of her, like cutting her and like stabbing her, right? And then the intruder like gets off her and then stabs the two kids and then leaves. All right. And she's screaming, calls 911, yada, 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 or whatever. The way it almost seems like this too. It almost seems like the story, but the way that everything, like the investigation was done, there was a lot of pieces where it seemed like the mom could have done it, right? But then there's also pieces where it's like, no, it almost could have been an intruder because of the way that the investigation was conducted. And this seems like a lot like that. And how this all ties in is that the mom, before she was charged, I believe, because she was eventually charged with, I believe, the murder of both the children. If I remember correctly, there was two children, both of them died, or it was one of them died. I can't remember right offhand, but nevertheless, she was charged. But prior to that, before she went to jail, it was one of the children who had died. It was their birthday, right? And they had already done the funeral. The child already had a gravestone. And how the mom, and this was like maybe, I want to say like a couple of weeks max after this had happened, the mom, like an investigator, like a private investigator, like a news crew, whatever, was following her around, right? They see her and her family go to the gravestone, and they're laughing, smiling, and they have balloons and like silly string, and they're like having a good time, and there's presents. Now, see, and that's what I mean with the third theory, right? I understand that like people have their own way of grieving, and like, rather than being sad, like celebrating that person's life, right? And it was the child's birthday, so I can understand that. I can also see why that it seemed very suspicious, because you think that the mom would be crying, like it's so happy. Like I can see both ways, right? It's very weird. You know what? Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to look up what I don't even know what to type in. I remember looking this up too. Mom that killed both her sons. Let me see if I can. This is very sad, but there's a lot of that happening. It seems like no. Yeah, fuck it. I'm not going to spend all time like, all right. I can't remember it. If you like watching Unsolved Mysteries, just watch it. I think it's on Netflix or Hulu. This is not a shout out to them, but it's on one of those streaming networks. I think it's the second or third season, if I remember correctly, but you'll know it when you see it. If you like weird stuff, that's obviously why you're listening to the show. You might like Unsolved Mysteries. I love it. If you like this, you're gonna like that. All right.
That is effing weird.